I keep getting asked the question, would I go electric with the taxiing? And I said, well, no, for three reasons: the price, the range, and also some of the things that I'm reading with regard to safety. The safety aspect of things. I saw this, which sends an alarm bell, and I thank my mate Johnny for sending me the article on this. Crews bracing themselves for a rise in electric car fires. Now, there's been a couple of stonky ones lately, and one of the main issues with these car fires is the length of time it takes for them to be put out again. Now, I'll go over this news article. Station manager Terry Mayer has recently taken on a new role within the fire service. This is Essex Fire and Rescue Service. A hazardous material expert, he is now the service's lead officer on tackling lithium-ion battery fires. His new responsibility comes as the number of electric vehicles in the UK roads has hit more than 1 million, and it's rising very fast. While Mr. Meyer stresses EV fires are rare, they pose a challenge quite unlike a conventionally fueled vehicle fire. The batteries, if they are the source of the fire, are often hard to reach, he says, and the EV fires can create directional jet flames and vapor cloud explosions. So there's an issue right there. EV fires also create a variety of toxicity, both in the air and in the water runoff, if firefighters use hoses to keep the flames in check. Our preferred approach is to let them burn themselves out. Not all recovery companies will take damaged cars away, either because they're concerned about handling a burned EV or because they do not have the right recovery vehicles. In one incident last year involving a Tesla, police and firefighters had to wait more than 4 hours for a specialist recovery vehicle to arrive. Electric cars are also known to reignite up to 2 or 3 weeks after the initial fire, meaning they have to be quarantined. Now, I've actually heard of situations where they're put in a cargo container and submerged into a body of water for a period of time to ensure that there's no reignition. So this continues. Dealing with a petrol or diesel car fire would normally take about 30 minutes. With an EV fire, we're looking at 4 or 5 hours or longer if we've used water. As more and more people use electric vehicles, we can expect more and more electric vehicle fires. What exactly this means for the fire service is unclear, however, not least because of the paucity of available data. When asked, every fire service in the UK how many EV fires they've dealt with in the past 3 years, none could provide a reliable answer because they do not distinguish between them from other types of vehicle fires. Instead, some fire services, such as those in Norfolk, Essex, Surrey, Derbyshire and Kent, ran text searches for any reference to the word electric in their vehicle fire records. The results of those searches showed that there were 59 electrical fires referenced in 2022 and 2023, which was up from 30 from the previous year. The true figure is likely to be double. The Essex Fire Service has started recording all lithium battery fires by type so they can better understand the issues they pose and help to plan for the future. I mean, there's been some nasty incidents. One of the things recently was the Luton Airport issue. And I'm led to understand, people still debate this even now after all this time. But I'm led to understand from reading the reports, the initial source of ignition apparently wasn't an electric vehicle, but there were electric vehicles involved because, I've proven it myself walking around airport car parks. There's no segregation between electric and non-electric. They're all in the same areas. And if a non-electric goes up near an electric one, poof, you're looking at bad trouble. Ian Gillespie, battery fires are a chemical reaction, so can't be put out by extinguishing oxygen. I'm assuming there's foam and powder and other sorts of things. Rishi, lithium in the batteries is an alkali metal, explodes on contact with air and water. So what you're saying then is if there's any kind of weakness in the battery compartment, and if they're compromised at all, boom, are they vacuum sealed or anything like that? Who knows? But very, very worrying, and they need a mechanism by way of dealing with this.